what that thumbnail is going to look like. Sorry about the beginning. My hands don't work very well. Sorry about the beginning. It's just that my hands don't work very well. And I fumble around and drop everything. Hello? Hello? Who's Sadie? From where? Oh, Friendly House. Well, I'm really worried about my wheelchair. That's my motorized wheelchair. I had to leave it behind. It's in the tent, I think, unless they just stole everything when we're both gone. But here's what they're doing, Sadie. They're telling me that if I don't take a placement, even if it's out of the city, out of the county, and hundreds and hundreds of miles away, that they will discharge me back out onto the streets without a caretaker. That's coercion. That's coercion. That is coercion, and it's against the law for them to do that. The thing is, the law stipulates that a person has a right to decide where they want to go. So that's in the law, and they're using coercive measures to do this with, okay? So that's against the law, too. You can't say, do this, or else I'll deny you this service, which is a service that everybody gets the same service, and nobody else gets treated like I do. They don't do this to anybody else. What they're trying to do is put a wedge between me and my son and distance because of the lawsuit that's coming up into the courtroom pretty soon. So this is their last-ditch effort, okay? And they're telling me that even though I don't have a caretaker or any tent or anything, it's all gone, okay? They probably took it all. They will discharge me right out onto the street and let me fend for myself. Do you think that's right? Yeah, but the support I want, not what I need, what I want. And what I've been telling them right along consistently is I want to have an apartment. Everybody else gets an apartment that's disabled, but not me. So I know discrimination when I see it, okay? And I know that they're violating the law. You look up the law and it'll clearly tell you that a person being put into a foster care, adult foster care, has a right to decide where they want to go. And they have the right to go, they have a right to go to a place right where their home has been. They're trying to put miles and miles of distance between me and my son. And they're saying that. And that's wrong. That is so wrong, I can't believe it. Yeah, where they abused me. I was physically abused. Look, it's a simple matter. It's a simple matter, really, Sadie, okay? They give everybody else apartments and pay for an entire year, okay? I've spoken to several people who told me that, disabled people in wheelchairs. They paid their rent for a whole year in advance, but they won't do that for me, okay, or my son. My son is disabled too, and he got arrested on some bull. It's just bull, that's all it is. They've been arresting him nonstop. They've put him in jail like 3 or 4 times already. I think this is the 4th time, for bogus charges that turn out to be bogus. Okay, these charges that they're holding him on, they were already dealt with back in 2020. They were already dealt with. Okay, and he was in jail. So this is all just bogus. This is an attempt to coerce me into going miles and miles and miles away from Portland, where my lawsuit is. That's what this is, and I know that's what it is. No, they don't have anything. They don't have a place. Okay, so they're saying I will stay in the hospital till they find one. But the doctor told me yesterday, in no uncertain terms, you either take the placement that they offer you, or we will discharge you out onto the streets. But the right to say no winds me back out onto the streets, baby. I already did. I already told them all that. Yes, they do. No, that's not true. Yes, they do. The doctor told me that. He told me that they have a person here who's been here for a couple of months already, waiting for a placement. That's what he told me. Anyway, you really called that an opportune time for me, because I was doing a recording. No. You've become part of it, I guess, with this phone call. Even though your face is not visible, or your name is not, but the phone call I just got is part of the video I'm just making. And here's the thing, Sadie. I make these videos as a way of having proof of what was going on and what was being said to me. You know, see, this thing they're doing to me right now is coercive. It's against the law. You can't say either do this or you get thrown back on the street. They're using. I can't believe they would do this. Even what kind of people are they that would do this? It's unbelievable. Anyway, as far as I'm concerned, I'm doing a lot better. They put me back on my pain medication, which was something that they wouldn't do before. So I'm in bed, and I'm still having night sweats really bad. So you can tell Norman. You can tell Norman that I'm doing okay. I got to find some kind of way to get him some telephone time so he can call me. I have some money. I have. Go ahead. Yeah, right. Yeah. Right. 5525 is the room number. 5525. I view this as an attempt to separate us because of the lawsuit that's coming up. That's what I view this as, because they've been trying to put Norman in jail constantly, and every time they do it, he gets dismissed. You know, there's no charges, or the charges are phony, you know, things like that. So, no, I don't have a court date. We're just waiting for the attorney to, when the lawsuit moves into the courtroom. Right now, he's getting FOIA requests for information, and they're not wanting to give him the what do they call it? The affidavit for the warrant. They're not willing to give that up. They don't want to give that up because they know that it's going to prove how badly they were doing concerning me and my son. They violated every law that we have, in this country. So anyway, if he calls you back, tell him I'm okay. I'll be all right. Okay. All right, and I'll try to get him some funds if I can. Okay. Thank you for calling, Sadie. I couldn't remember who you were there for a minute. Yeah. Yeah. Is this going to be a location where they're going to pay the rent for a year, like they're doing everybody else? They have the money for that. They've been doing it for everybody else. Yeah. You- no, it's not aging and disability that's doing that. It's the city. They're the ones doing it. Well, they've been advertising it in the newspaper and on TV for quite some time. As a matter of fact, I don't know if you know this, but there are several videos on YouTube about Portland done by news organizations that are nationwide. And they're saying the most awful things about what Portland is doing to its homeless population. So it's a national disgrace, really, that people are understanding that Portland has been treating its homeless. Uh, you should watch those videos. You really should. You might get informed about stuff that you didn't even know about, even because when I watched them, I went, "Whoa, really?" Because what they're trying to do is so horrendous, and what they're claiming that the city of Portland is doing is horrendous. I mean, they're saying that the city is going around planting tents in different locations, empty, and then somebody fills them in. Yeah, I mean, they've caught them. They busted them doing it. Me and my son busted them, too. Putting up a phony tents. They pitch phony tents in an area, and then nobody's in them, and then pretty soon they get filled up. And then they put more, and they actually invite the people to come. You know why? You know why? Multi-millions of dollars is what they're claiming is being misspent. That's what the claim is on YouTube. These are not, homemade videos. These KGW did one. You should watch the one KGW did. KGW TV. Watch that one, and just Google Portland camping, and you'll see the videos. They're terrible. They're really terrible. They paint Portland in colors. Whoa, I can't believe what they're saying. But yes, I can, because I've been watching it happen for so long. I've been watching this happen for 50 years in there. So if they don't want to fund me, they're discriminating against me. So you can't discriminate against anybody when you're dealing with federal funds or even funds that are public funds. And that will happen to be another lawsuit. Okay? That's the way it is. I mean, so, yeah. Anyways, yeah. Well, maybe, if you inquire, so he didn't know where I was? Well, it's okay. Yeah. Okay, well, everybody knows now, so I'm doing this video while I'm talking to you. And so, yeah, I'm going to put this on because I think people need to know this coercive thing that they're trying to do and why they're trying to do it. Anyway, thank you for calling. And tell Norman everything is Tell Norman everything is fine. Tell him I'm okay. Okay, thank you. Appreciate it. Bye. So there you go, folks. The story in a nutshell.